Us car enthusiasts often get a little bit over-obsessed with horsepower and 0 to 60 times and that kind of thing, but you don't really need all that to have fun in a car. Welcome to the video, I'm Jord, and today we're going to be driving a Mazda mx5 in Assetto Corsa. So the Mazda mx5, it's been with us for many years. I believe it first came out in 1989, 1990, but it really filled a gap in the market at a time when British sports cars were quite unreliable. This thing came along looking very similar to a British sports car, but not having the issue of breaking down every 10 seconds. And I think that's why it did so well and it became a bit of a legend. It does have a bit of a reputation with hairdressers, that's a given, but that aside, I absolutely love this car. It's all about fun, and it doesn't weigh anything, so it just goes. It's awesome. Alright, we've got a bit of a straight here, so I'm going to put my foot down and see just what sort of speed we can get out of it. It has an earth-shattering 130 horsepower, so definitely be interested to see how fast it can go. But yeah, I remember first seeing this car in the car park at my primary school, and kind of the car park were full of things like Mondeos and Astras and just your everyday family cars, so this thing really kind of stuck out to me. Well, I guess the first sports car I ever saw, which were really cool, and even to this day I think it's a cool looking car. I mean, anything with bobble headlamps is a win in my book, but I don't know what it were about this. It kinda, I don't know, it kinda still just puts a little smile on my face. And just the way it drives as well. I mean, we're at, what, 105 miles an hour, around about there. And I'd normally brake for this little twisty bit here, but no, we're going flat. And because it doesn't weigh anything, you hit the brakes, and it just tears your face off because there's no inertia pulling the car forward. It's awesome. You don't have to go far on the internet before you find some pretty crazy modifications that people do to these things, but I think just the car as standard is super fun. And it's not crazy to think that I might be able to own one of these one day, and that's what this car's all about. It's about getting that joy of driving and not having to pay a fortune for it. Now, of course, as always, in our car talk videos, we're going to hand the car over to our professional racing driver. A couple of rumours about this guy. Apparently, before he started his race driver career, he was actually a hairdresser, and he used this car as his daily driver. But anyway, there's the start-finish line, so we're going to start the lap as we get as much power down as we can, all 130 of it, into the first corner, looking for that apex on the power super early. It doesn't weigh anything, as I've said, so you can really throw it round the corners and brake late and get on the power early, because there's just no way it kind of pulling against the way you want to go. So here we are coming up to the old hairpin as we brake late. Miss the apex a little bit as the rear end just loses a bit of grip on those older skinny tyres, so even though it has got quite good handling, the tyres are quite skinny, so it still will lose grip if you're a bit too violent with it. Alright, we're looking for the apex of this corner now. Again, power on really early, before we've even got to the apex, so really good kind of weight distribution on the car as we just lift off around here and get the power on again, super early, coming out of Coppice, I think that corner's called, down the Dunlop straight, so we can really unleash that mighty engine, all 130 horsepower of it, as we brake really late into the fog of TS's, but this car can do it. So we hit the first apex, hit the second one, that was really good through there. Alright, here we come on his way down to Melbourne now. The straights do feel slow in this car, I've got to say. It's definitely going to be a 2 minutes plus lap. I don't think it's going to get anywhere near the Evo or the Aston. But, you know, it's always fun to see just what sort of time these cars can do. Alright, we're on the back straight now, going up to Goddard's. As again, we brake late, get the thing turned in, and roll on the power. It will still spin if you're too violent with it, and we're gonna get across the line for a 2 minutes 15.1. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like button and the subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.